Imagine this, being able to pause a live television show and then start it up again right where you left off. It was impossible 5 years ago, but it's a reality today with a personal video recorder. Our Gadget Guru, Andy Pargh, is here to tell us what that exactly means. Andy, good to see you.
Good morning.
Personal video recorder, why is it different from a VCR?
Well, first of all, a VCR operates on videotape. Now, a videotape has one main characteristic, meaning that you put it in, it either records or plays. It cannot record and play at the same time.
Right.
These things, the personal video recorders, have hard drives. This is one that came out of this Tivo unit here. This is identical to a computer hard drive. This thing can read and write at the same time.
What you're saying basically is if we're watching the Today Show, and this is a live broadcast of the Today Show right here, delayed a second because it's going through cable and coming back to us. But if I'm watching this and the phone rings.
Boom, all you do, you hit pause. You notice how this is paused right here. You go out, you answer the phone, you come back a few minutes later. You can do it up to half an hour, sometimes more. Come back and hit play. You picked it up in its entirety.
So this is now about 8 or 9 seconds behind us because it's going right from the spot where you left off.
Right, and we did not miss a click. Now, you can't do that with tape because if you hit pause, it's going to stop recording. This continued to record the whole time. Then at any time, you can bring it back up to live by hitting one button, and we're back up to live.
Okay, theoretically, if you didn't bring it back up to live and you watched the rest of the Today Show, it would end at 8 seconds past 9 o'clock as opposed to ending at 9 o'clock.
Correct. Then what you can do on that's where they have forward and back buttons. Here, like, for example, I can go backwards or forwards right here, or bring it back to live at any time.
What's the quality like on this compared to videotape?
I've seen it as being absolutely amazing. In fact, better than some video recorders. Of course, it has to do with the source that you put in there. If your cable's marginal, your image is going to be marginal. If it's good, it'll be great. You can connect satellite to it, and it's absolutely phenomenal.
You don't recommend this for someone who, for example, wanted to tape the Ryder Cup over the weekend and then play it back 3 years from now. It's not for archiving.
No, it is not for archiving, but it easily connects to a VCR to allow you to transfer the data over to a tape without any signal loss, which makes it amazing. This Tivo unit allows you to do some other features too. For example, that has a thumbs up, thumbs down button. Here you're watching the Today Show, you give it 1, 2, or 3 thumbs up. It learns what you're watching and what your preferences are, and then it will give you recommendations on other shows that are similar that you can watch later.
If you like shows like the Today Show, let me make some other suggestions.
Absolutely. Now, this also is going to have some interactive advertising and things in there. Let me point out, you're going to see partners in this. NBC is one of the partners. It might be able to suggest programs that you're watching and be able to allow you to record them with one click or to get more information.
Okay, how much is this?
Something like this, you're looking at about $500 plus $10 a month. They will have programs where you can lower down the monthly fee by paying a higher price up front.
Why is this one different?
Well, this is from Replay TV. The first thing that I like about this is that the channel guide on this, you notice it's more of a grid guide right here. And I like that better. On the other one, had more of a listing guide, makes it easier to watch right here. But here's something that is absolutely amazing on something like this. In fact, here, let me come up here and go into the replay guide. This is something you can't do. When I'm at home and I'm not working, I might get up at 7:30 in the morning, but I want to watch the Today Show from its entirety.
Well, so why couldn't you just put in a videotape and tape it starting at 7 o'clock?
Because then what happens, as soon as I go back to rewind it, I'm not recording anymore. So here, I started this right here. I'm going to go in and hit my resume playback. That's basically going to play it back from the beginning right here. And what will happen, we're having a little technical glitch right here, but basically it will come up and it will start allowing you to watch the show from the beginning.
While continuing to tape the rest of the show on the hard drive so that you can watch it as you continue.
Absolutely. So it's a way of time shifting to allow you to do features and perform features and functions that you've never seen before.
Also has a skip feature for commercials on this one.
For quick skip. See, I love this. It's a button right here, quick skip. Every time you press it, it allows it to jump ahead 30 seconds. So if you're going into a commercial break, hit it 4 or 5 times. Boom, you're around it. And something like this, around $700, no monthly fee. And again, you can connect it to rabbit ears, to an antenna, to satellite, cable, anything like that.
Satellite dishes. This has 500 channels, but it's also hooked up to one of these.
Yeah, this is the new EchoStar DishNet dish player. I call this the Swiss Army knife of the PVRs because this thing, it's a satellite receiver. It's a PVR, personal video recorder. It has just about everything built in here. It has web TV. In fact, here, let me go and pop this up here. Here, we recorded the Today Show here. Yesterday, I believe. And here you can see how this works here, but I can come up here, pop-up listings. You'll see a nice grid guide come up here. I can even go to the web and be able to surf the web while watching TV at the same time. So something like this is absolutely phenomenal and easy to use.
And this also has a feature where you'll be able to use it as an interactive tool with shows like Jeopardy and things like that.
And this is cool. This will start next month. Like, for example, on Jeopardy and Wheel of Fortune, you can play along using its keyboard that is included right here, and to be able to play along and win big prizes while you're at home.
How much is something like this?
This starts in price at $200, and the web TV's $24.95. The PVR will be $5. You know, it's menu-type pricing, so you pay for what you want to.
But I trust your opinion on these. You love these things.
Oh, yes, I do. I think they're absolutely amazing.
Okay, let's have some fun now.
And I think they're the shape of things to come.
Let's have some fun with the pausing of the Today Show, because what we're going to try and do now is actually pause the Today Show and play it for the folks out on the street, okay?
Out here, we're going to look at Times Square. So you ready? We're going to pose. 1, 2, 3. And see, we're paused. We have frozen live TV on Times Square.
Now, can you make us resume action again?
Oh, you bet. There we are. We're back live.
And they didn't miss a thing. Andy, this is great.
This is the shape of things to come. And trust me, this will change the way that we watch TV in the future.
But it will not make VCRs obsolete because, again, if you want to save things to play back later and you want to play back movies, the VCR is still the way to go.
You bet.
Andy Pargh, great to see you.
Thanks for having me, Matt.
And we're back in a moment. Up next, Gene Shalit's in the Critics' Corner with a review of the new movie Guinevere. But first, 8:50. This is Today on NBC.